Well, guys, we knew that the virus was going to claim more than just the sports world. The sports world has been devastated by the virus that we will not mention on this channel because of demonetization by YouTube. They're picking and choosing who can actually say the words. It's not fair, but I digress. So the Walt Disney Company has come to a standstill. This is devastating news for the most famous name when it comes to theme parks. Walt Disney World, Orlando, is shutting down, as well as Disneyland. This is huge news because when I think of theme parks, I think of Walt Disney World as the most famous one in the world. It probably gets the most traction in the world. I can't tell you that for sure, but this is really, really huge news. So I'm going to read a snippet here that I found on the internet here talking about the shutdown of Walt Disney World. Now, it's bad. It's bad for the workers, but it's not all downhill. And you'll see as I read this article here. It says here, Walt Disney World will close its doors to limit the spread of the virus. The closure announcement comes on the heels of a similar announcement for the park's California counterpart, Disneyland. Disney World will be closed March 16th and stay closed through the end of the month. So today is the 12th. So they're not immediately closing it. So it's going to be closed permanently through the end of the month, starting in 4 days. Why are they waiting so long to do that? I'm not really sure. But anyway, let's continue on. Disney Cruise Line will also suspend all departures beginning on Saturday through the end of the month. The hotels at Walt Disney World will remain open, as well as retail and dining complexes until further notices. Well, obviously, if you're going to have the hotels open, you're going to need dining facilities for people that are going to be staying in the hotels. Now, it says here, those who work domestically for Walt Disney Company who are able to work from home are being asked to do so, including those at the Walt Disney Studios, Walt Disney Television, ESPN, direct-to-consumer, and parts, experiences, and products, officials said. Walt Disney Company said they will continue to pay their cast members during this closure period. So that's a good thing right there. Economically, if companies send all their workers home and there was no income coming in, that would cripple the economy. And that really does kind of concern me for hourly workers, people that aren't on salary. And I know that some other companies, I believe, said they were going to pay their employees if they get sick or anything like that for up to 2 weeks. So Disney, they're doing the right thing. I mean, I want to say that this virus is very serious. I want to be right up front. This is very, very serious. And I guess the easiest way for the virus to spread is when you actually have people in mass numbers. That's why you're seeing a bunch of cities saying that they're going to limit gatherings to less than 250 people or whatever. I'm not sure how many people that Disney gets into their parks on a daily basis, but we know it's in the thousands. And Disney, they're going to lose a lot of money. So they're even telling people that work for the studios, stay home. So I don't know how this affects, Lucasfilm, Marvel, all that's going to be affected, all of it. But at least the employees are going to continue to be paid. So they also say this, in an abundance of caution and in the best interest of our guests and employees, we are proceeding with the closure of our theme parks at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida and Disneyland Paris Resort, beginning at the close of business on Sunday, March 15th through the end of the month, the Walt Disney Company said in a release. In the same release, the Walt Disney Company also announced that Disneyland Paris will close on Sunday as well. The complete closure of Disney World is very rare. Hurricanes Floyd, Charlie, Matthew, Irma, Dorian prompted closures in the past. Disneyland announced their closure on Thursday after reviewing guidelines by California Governor Gavin Newsom that limited gatherings of more than 250 people. I kind of touched on that already. Newsom said earlier Thursday that the guidance did not yet apply to amusement parks. Universal Studios Hollywood will temporarily close beginning on Saturday as well. The theme park anticipates reopening on March 28th. Yeah, so if they were going to limit gatherings of no more than 250 people, you kind of knew that Disneyland was gonna fall right into that. I don't know why they didn't announce this immediately that they were closing the park. So if they're already going to be limiting the gathering of more than 250 people, that's way more than 250 people that actually go to Disneyland, and definitely Disney World in Florida. But we were talking about California here. So this is the complete shutdown of Disney. Studios are going to be affected. Of course, the theme parks, which is, to me, is their real bread and butter. This is not surprising considering all the sporting events around the world had pretty much been shut down. So we kind of knew that this was going to happen. I'm expecting movie theaters to be empty in the coming weeks. I honestly think things are going to get worse before they actually get better. We'll have to see about this. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Walt Disney World and Disneyland shutting down because of the virus. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.